Hey everyone, Derek, continuing my Berlin video diary. And I'm here with Yannick at CityLAB. So Yannick,
Hi.
What is this place?
Yeah, first of all, welcome, Derek. Welcome, everybody. CityLAB is a public innovation lab in Berlin. We are part of the technology foundation and funded by the Senate Chancellery. First and foremost, we are an open space for digital ideas, digital prototypes, and a lot of participation happening while building those.
So how did you get involved in CityLAB?
Right after my studies of political science, I was very intrigued by the concept of a lab that is actually bringing together different stakeholder groups in the city, working on digital prototypes, and actually enabling and fostering a culture of participation, which is also what we do.
Amazing. Well, show me what you got. I'm going to take this for a bit of a ride.
Yeah, welcome. Let's maybe start right here. One of our projects is called Parla. You can see it up here, very small. Maybe you can come closer. Parla is short for Parliament. And what we wanted to make is showing the benefit of open data and open documents, like in this case, where we have the political process of political requests being asked a lot. Tons of these are on the desks in the Senate, for example. So what we did is using a large language model, AI, and building a prototype, Parla, that is actually delivering those answers to political questions and referencing all the documents relevant to it within seconds. So every morning, 15,000 open documents in Berlin are being referenced so that even if they are scanned and in a very bad, aka not machine readable quality, we can have access to this information. Not only we, but citizens, political groups, NGOs can see what Berlin is doing, as, for example, how is Berlin funding startups and small-scale companies, or what are we doing for the inclusion of elderly people. So the whole range of questions, and you get an answer in a natural language and the sources for that.
Amazing. All right, what else you got to show me here?
Another nice example is Gieß den Kiez. Kiez means neighborhood, or your hood, basically. And irrigate or water your neighborhood is a tool that is collecting tree data of almost 850,000 city trees. And what we do is we put these little dots, the data, the information that we have, like the tree profile, on a map. So you can see all these trees right in front of your house. You can see how old the tree is and the water requirements that it has. And you can very easily access this as a web application, finding people to get in touch and connect with others and start taking care of a city tree in front of your house. We saw that trees are suffering in summer, in heat episodes, where we want to combine joint civic efforts and the effort of public institutions on a digital platform. And this is what we've been doing here. We have great feedback, a lot of users every year, and it's the third year that we are running it, and we will keep doing that, hopefully.
So, and this here that you've got is the one that you've adopted. This is the CityLAB tree right here in front of the office, right?
Yes.
And then you've got the information here. Let's see if I can get it.
Exactly. That's a plain tree. It's 69 years old already, so luckily it doesn't need that much attention or care from us because it has very deep roots. But our effort is also focused on especially young city trees that are suffering from droughts already starting in April sometimes. So that is what we want to put a focus on as well. But this is how it works. You can adopt them, you can take care, your neighbors see if you adopted it, and it should just make these efforts more efficient.
Oh, so you can shame your neighbors into
Exactly. That's the spirit.
Amazing, amazing. And I think you had one other thing you were going to show me.
One of our last projects that we launched, together with the Senate in charge of social affairs and inclusion, is called Vergnügen. Fair means, of course, the English fair, and Vergnügen is something like joy or a pleasure. So it's a little word game here. The idea is to make accessible the kinds of things that you can do in your spare time in terms of sports, culture, education. If you have kids, if you have a family, you can find all these things that are cheaper and more easily accessible for people, individuals, families that receive welfare money. There's a lot of activities that are provided to you by the Berlin government, and we wanted to make a platform, Vergnügen, that actually is fun to use, that actually helps you filter things in your neighborhood or your area, and to just be active. So maybe choose something if you're in Berlin for this weekend.
So the idea is if I'm sort of needing assistance, support, but I want to be involved in my community, I've got family, I've got kids that I want to be able to do things that I usually can't afford to do. This gives me an idea of the places I can go to that have resources that might be fun for the kids to play with, that is affordable. Is that the idea?
So if you receive government assistance in Berlin, you have special access or cheaper entry tickets in museums, for example, or exhibitions, or places for education or sports that you can enter, and it's just cheaper tickets, but you have to know about it. You have to know where to find it.
The findability.
Yes.
I mean, it's interesting. There's so many government programs that are great that most people just don't know about, and
Exactly.
they go unused. And so this is a really good way. And so, show me how this works. Let's see if I zoom in on the screen here.
Yeah, you can just easily click on things in your neighborhood. You see the blue, yellow, red dots for culture, sports, education, leisure. You click on one in your neighborhood, you see that, for example, there's free entry with this pass, for example, in a cinema. You can just go a few hundred meters to the left. You see a book table, a bookshop where you can have access to all kinds of nice offers and activities. There is another theater offering plays that are reduced with this pass, basically. And then there is a ballet school right across the corner. So it's a very diverse set of things just in one neighborhood. And that is just what also makes Berlin a very vibrant and livable city. And we think it's important that all families, all individuals have actually access to that. So it's sort of not only digital, but actually the whole set of accessibility in this city as well.
Amazing. Final question for you. How can people get connected with the work that you guys are doing here?
Good question. CityLAB is an open space, so we are at Tempelhof Airport. You can just come by. We are right now in our little exhibition. We have new projects here that we want to show you, that we want to discuss with you, create new ideas, so people can come by, or they can check out our CityLAB newsletter, where they can get monthly updates over what we do, events, meetups, new projects, insights. I recommend that. It's written with a lot of love.
Amazing. Well, I will put all this information in links in this video, and thanks so much, Yannick.
You're welcome.